Today we are gonna analyze how Guardiola's Man City tore down Erik ten Hag's Man United. First, we are gonna see Man City's offensive structure. In order to play out from the back from Zone A to Zone B, Man City had numerical superiority over United's pressure. Therefore, Gundogan played an important role on this because he was always looking for passing lines. He usually linked with the fullbacks since they had space because United's midfielders and fullbacks ran backwards. When Man City centre-backs tried to move the ball to Zone B, United started to press on this zone. Nevertheless, this created a space between the midfielders and the defensive line, and this was one of the main problems for Manchester United. However, Man United didn't press many times in Zone B, and this allowed Man City's centre-backs like Ake to start the build-up and progress to Zone C. He was supported by the strikers because the centre-backs didn't follow them, and also McTominay and Eriksen were in City's half. When they advanced to Zone D through the flanks, one player was always running between United's fullback and centre-back. Also, when the centre-backs had the ball, Bruno Fernandes was close to Gundogan, yet this created passing lines for Man City's midfielders. As they received with positional advantage, they were always looking for the player who were running between the fullback and the centre-back. Gundogan performed great movements without the ball because he dragged to Bruno Fernandes in order to create a space for his teammates, like in this case Walker, who ran to the central corridors. When Man City was on this zone, United's midfielders weren't aggressive enough to recover the ball. Instead, they ran backwards and left space for the wingers, where Jack Grealish outclassed Diego Dalot on this game. When Gundogan advanced to Zone C, he had space because Man City had numerical superiority on this zone because Eriksen was alone against Man City's players since McTominay was out of position. From this zone it was easy for Man City to progress to United's box since they weren't aggressive to recover the ball and they couldn't control the man who ran in the half space. Man City's first goal came by a counter-attack where Walker stole the ball from Sancho and he ran to United's half. When he is in the final third, he played with Foden. However, Eriksen and McTominay kept dropping back to their box and United ended up defending with 6 players in their defensive line. Therefore, this created a space on the edge of the box for Man City. Even though Manchester United had 6 players in their defensive line, they couldn't block the cross from Silva because McTominay wasn't aggressive enough to block it. Man City's fourth goal also came by a counter-attack where Man United was in City's box, yet they left huge space between the centre-backs and the rest of the team, which Kevin De Bruyne occupied really well. The centre-backs didn't went over him because they were with Haaland, who made a great run to the flank to assist Foden. Also, 2 goals came thanks to Gundogan. In the first one, he overcame Bruno Fernandes' pressure and he played with Grealish, and thanks to that Man City had numerical superiority in the central corridors because Eriksen is alone since he's not supported by McTominay. Therefore, Kevin De Bruyne has space to assist Erling Haaland. For the 5th goal, Gundogan joined the centre-backs in Zone B. Also, Bernardo Silva and Haaland made smart movements without the ball to drag United's players to the left side, and this created a space for Kevin De Bruyne, who received with time and space to play with Grealish, and with a great combination with Kevin De Bruyne and Gomez, they overcame United's defensive line to assist Erling Haaland. Next, we are gonna see what Manchester United tried to do with the ball. When United centre-backs had the ball in Zone A, City's pressure block was in Zone B, and they left free to McTominay. However, as soon as he received the ball, they pressed to him and McTominay lost the ball many times or assist to Man City's players. When Eriksen tried to receive the ball in Zone B, Man City's players went over him and that's why he couldn't find the spaces. This didn't often happened when other players received the ball in this zone. When Manchester United was able to progress to City's half, the players that received in this zone were surrounded by the opponents and they usually lost the ball. When they tried to advance through the flanks, Manchester City had numerical superiority and they couldn't progress. Sometimes Manchester United had the ball, but Manchester City defended compact and United couldn't create clear chances. Therefore, their best chances came by quick transitions when they recovered the ball on City's half or when they recovered the ball in their half, and Bruno Fernandes was the man in charge to assist his strikers, yet many times he made poor decisions. When Casemiro came in on the second half, Manchester United improved because he supported Eriksen without the ball and also he played fast to his teammates, therefore they found some spaces. Thanks to this, Manchester United's second goal came. Casemiro passed to Eriksen and as a few times he received with time and space, therefore he looked to Shaw who had space and made a great pass. Shaw waited for Fred's run, Ederson saved it but he couldn't save Martial's goal. Leave your thoughts about this game and thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. This video is brought to you by Mètrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NACIRCELAD at checkout for a 10% discount.